everyone, welcome back. This is the second day of our Quantum Game Jam today, and we have a series of very nice talks today, so please join everyone. And remember that you can get a certificate out of listening to all talks. Remember to respond to small questionnaires. You can find everything in Shadow and Infodesk and in many informative channels in Discord. There, all the links are there. So yes, we will have a first series of talks starting now. We will have 4 speakers. First one will be Dr. Araceli Venegas-Gomez. Second one, Dr. Leevi Leppajärvi, then Henri Sarasvirta, and Dr. Stefan Siegerer. And the first one, let us listen to the talk of Araceli. She is a quantum physicist, founder and CEO of QURECA. She will tell you more probably. She is contributing to the public and business awareness of science and quantum technologies, providing a bridge between research and industry. So let us hear what she has to tell us.
Welcome, Araceli.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me to be here on a Saturday. I want first to start thanking you for the invitation and Daria for the patience, because I was a little bit slow answering the email. So thanks a lot for everything. I hope that I can finish everything in 10 minutes. Otherwise, let me know if I talk too much. But I just want to give you a glimpse of my career and what we are doing at QURECA. And if you are thinking of a career in quantum, that if we don't have the answer for you today, that you know where to find us. So a little bit about me. I'm an aerospace engineer. I study in Spain. I'm Spanish. I went to different countries for different opportunities. And I think that once you start taking an international opportunity, it's like you find more. It's like your mindset starts to open and you find other things. So remember, take opportunities, network, because they are very, very important for your future career path. As an aerospace engineer, I ended up working in Airbus in Germany, and I work a lot in France. But in my free time, I study physics. Don't judge. That's what I did. And making the story very short, I decided that I wanted to do a PhD in quantum physics, but I had a lot of rejection because people were telling me, well, you're an engineer, you don't know mathematics. Well, I can tell you a lot of things. But after years, I think 2 years actually, that I kind of wrote a lot of people and did a lot of things. I went to conferences and network. I got the chance to actually study physics. So I moved from Germany to Glasgow in Scotland, and I did 1 year master's and then my PhD. And what happened during the PhD is that during all this time is that because I was coming from industry, people were talking about quantum technologies as a new emerging market, as a business. And I felt that I was kind of in the middle of academia and science. And thanks to network and people who advised me to apply for a fellowship, I could create my own company in 2019, which is QURECA. This is my career path. And I'm telling you this because I want to say everything is possible. You never know what is going to be the next step. But what is important is for you to know that career plans are good, but never work. It's really about small challenges and small goals that you want in your career path. So what is the next thing that you want to do? Don't think about long term, because you never know what is going to happen. So for me, it was really to try to understand this whole ecosystem, people who were doing the science, the new industry that was emerging, the government who was putting the money into the science, and also the general public. As Daria mentioned, I did a lot of outreach during my studies, and I thought that really giving that explanation of what scientists are doing in their labs, what we are doing when we talk about quantum in a kind of a lay audience language, you know, that they can understand what we are doing without going into any Hamiltonian formula. That's very, very important. So for me, it was really trying to bridge those gaps into this ecosystem. That's how QURECA was born. So the goal was really to create a common language, to bring quantum to anyone who wanted to know more about it on the business side or even on the outreach side, and to make quantum kind of accessible. But at the end, what we want with all these quantum technologies, quantum computing, is we want to create value. We want that the new society who is going to be using quantum computers, that there will be a value, a business out of it. So if you come to our website, we are actually at the moment working in our website. So it might look a little bit different in some days or some weeks, but more or less what you will find is information about our services, a lot of resources, anything that you want, and a lot of things about quantum games, actually. So if you go to resources, you will find education, and then there will be at the bottom, there is a list of quantum games that you can find. If you don't find and you want to know more, just drop me an email, because there are a lot of people working on quantum games and quantum resources all over the world. And all this is for free. So a little bit more about what we do. We have an e-learning platform where we create online training. And if you're a student, you get, I think, 90% discount and you get a certification from these courses. So have a look if you're interested. We focus on quantum computing for finance at the moment, and more kind of this overview about quantum. We provide recruitment as a service. So if you think that you are in a position to look for a job in quantum, or you want to know more about what are the possibilities depending on your CV and what you want to do with your career, we provide this career service as well. And a lot of community building and events organization. If you don't know, but we organize every year at least one careers fair, and the next one is going to be in February. It's virtual. So if you think that, again, you want to talk to quantum companies, you want to see how your skills could be applied, just let me know and I'll let you know more information. And of course, our Quantum Latino and Quantum Eastern Europe events. So yeah, this is the second quantum revolution, as you know. The present is quantum, but the future is going to be quantum. It's not just quantum computing. There are different quantum technologies that are now emerging, and there are at least different levels of development. But what is important for you is that the global effort of public funding, so this is just money from the government, at the moment is more than $30 billion. That's a lot of money on quantum technologies. So there is a clear opportunity. All governments are aware that they should put some funding on it because there is something coming in quantum. But of course, on this, you have to put on top all the private funding. So there is a lot of money going. But everything is, again, emerging. So there are a lot of companies that are very, very early in the development of what they are doing. But we have companies all over the world. We have in all continents, we have startups. In a lot of countries all over Europe, we have startups. Again, it doesn't mean that all companies are hiring right now. But what is clear is that at one point, a lot of companies are gonna hire. And imagine once we have quantum computers available. So there are careers now, but the important thing is there will be a lot of careers in quantum in the future. So the quantum workforce and careers is a very big topic. Right now, everybody's talking about how to make ready the quantum workforce, how to provide education. Because PhDs in quantum are not really increasing. The number of people having a PhD is not increasing with maybe 10 years ago. But we need more people that are able to join this quantum workforce. We need people with different skills. And if you have a look here, sometimes in quantum companies, people are looking for engineers. Mechanical engineer, electronics engineer, materials engineer, people who are not coming from physics, but whose skills could be applied for specific development, specific devices, whatever they are developing, they are doing in the company. So again, there are very specific roles at the moment. So far, I would say that there is not generalist, somebody that all the skills could be applied for anything, because we have different technologies, because we have different levels of this development of the technology. But I'm sure that whatever your background is, engineering or physicist or mathematician, you have some of these skills. So again, what is important is right now, most of the jobs require probably a PhD in physics, to be honest, but this is really just the beginning. And we see more and more people, more and more companies just asking for engineers or chemists that with a little bit of quantum on top of their skills, they are ready to join their companies. So we are really in this development of a new field that is quantum engineering. And a lot of people that are now physicists that will be working in quantum companies, they will call themselves, and they are calling themselves quantum engineers. Another important thing is not only the technical skills, but your soft skills. So if you can show in your CV that you have something different, something special, you know, there are a lot of people that have done a master or a PhD in similar topic. But if you're able to show that you have organized things, like, for example, what they have organized today. So Daria could put a lot of teamwork and communication. That experience of organizing events, that's very, very important. And I see more and more new jobs that are in quantum companies for people with a technical background. So quantum companies are looking for masters or PhDs in physics who are gonna do something that is not technical, like project management, sales, marketing, or even communication. I see more and more people in companies looking for communication roles, marketing roles, people who are able to translate the science, a paper that is very scientific, into something that a business manager or the general public can understand. So if you like that, I'm telling you, there are more and more opportunities all over the world. I think that's all. I don't know the time. Maybe I'm too fast, maybe I'm too slow, but that's what I wanted to tell you. The important thing is not where to start now, is where do you want to go? What do you aim with your career path? And we are here to help you. So please drop me an email, and I would be glad to talk to you. We have, again, a lot of resources in our YouTube channel. You can see all the talks from past events. Yeah, thank you very much.